That's right, to back in your face once again. And if I said it once, I've said it many, many, many times. You could look at the thumbnail, zoom in on it, read all real quick. Yeah, this chick basically saying something that we've all known and suspected for years and years to come. I mean, years and years, decades and decades. Each one openly admits that all women at some point have sold that taco. Yes indeed. They have all participated, whether directly or indirectly, in the oldest profession in the world, prostitution. Now, when you think of prostitution, you normally think of exchanging money for sexual favors, like up front. You know what it is. She comes to you like, yo, you can have this taco and give me some money. Cool. You make the transaction, boom, 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 that's it. But the thing that has always been overlooked over the years, see, even when these women exchange favors for that taco, it's still prostitution. It's still the same thing, the exact same thing. Just because you rename something, if it's a rainstorm outside, instead of calling it a rainstorm, I say, yeah, water's falling out the sky. Doesn't mean it's not a rainstorm just because I reworded it to water's falling out of the sky. It's a rainstorm still. It doesn't matter how you move and try to maneuver around it. As the old saying goes, tomato, tomato, right? It's the same with this. Women have always participated in prostitution. And when you look at the modern day woman of today, especially now, and you guys probably seen this video of this woman talking about, well, after Roe v. Wade verdict was handed down, this woman says that the price of the taco has gone up because of that. But really, it's just an excuse to get in your pockets and live in your pockets and live on your resources anyway, because they've always been doing that. You guys know, I've heard the saying, these women, they can't do for themselves, so they invite the handyman over. Hey, can you fix my kitchen sink so we can you fix my bathroom sink so we can, I don't have any money. And as the old trick goes, the maintenance man got billed, how you gonna pay for it? You know. And TV shows and movies over the years, it was said and presented as a joke, but really that joke was really a reflection of society as a whole when dealing with these modern women. They view their taco as currency in any and every situation. So since the transfer of currency, natural currency, meaning money, the physical money for those taco services, since that's deemed as prostitution, straightforward, then coming around the back door and being passive aggressive about it is still the same thing. You're exchanging a favor, and that favor is that taco. They're using that taco as currency. So how is that not still viewed as prostitution? It should be, and this is what they have been doing for decades. That is their currency. That's why I said in a podcast that I did maybe a month or two ago, all these women are for sale. They're all for sale. That's why when they be these airheads, these snuffy turds decide to say, well, what are you bringing to the table? I laugh when they even have the audacity to even say things like that, because the only thing they ever bring to the table is that taco anyway. And since they're using the taco as currency, they're all for sale and they're all prostitutes as far as I'm concerned. I mean, tomato, tomato. So what do you do in a world full of 304s prostituting themselves off, whether it's on OnlyFans, whether it's, can you give me a ride here and I'll shine your doorknob for you? Same thing, prostitution. Can you fix my car for me? Can you fix the brakes on my car for me? I don't really have any money. Okay. Prostitution. Somebody busted out the windows of my car. You wouldn't happen to know where I can get another window, would you? Like, yeah. I got money to, he owns a junkyard, I'll go get you one, this and that. Well, I don't really have any money to pay you right now. Prostitution. Because that's the only currency they know they have. And a lot of them, that's like one of the first things they throw in your face anyway. You have to do what I say, because I'm sitting on this taco, and what's between my legs is more valuable than gold. Just listen to some of these snuffy turds talk. Buzzard bandits. These cane toads really believe that they don't engage in prostitution when they all do it. Especially the serial single ones, the ones who are always single. Even if they have a man who thinks he's in a relationship with them, in the mind of a snuffy turd, they think they're single anyway. So they have no problem engaging in the exchange of the taco for favors. So why shouldn't it be viewed, why shouldn't a modern woman be viewed as a prostitute? I mean, am I the only one making these connections? A favor for a favor always leads back to the same thing, because that's the only thing they have to bargain with. Especially the ones that are always single. They have the personality, either they have the personality of a dead goat, or they're so loose and in these streets that you don't really want to be dealing with them on a full-time basis anyway. And then once they know that they can never get a husband, make you a husband and stuff like that, all of a sudden the negotiations start and the favors start. And that's where the prostitution starts. But if you call them out on it, they'll get so offended. Oh my goodness, don't call me that. I'm not a 304, I'm not a prostitute. But you're participating in the same kind of exchanges, dealing with currency and sexual favors. That's what prostitutes do. What makes you different? Just like these OnlyFans so-called models who participate in virtual prostitution. It's the same thing. That's what porn is, basically. Virtual prostitution, except the porn stars are actually getting it in with each other. With OnlyFans, they might not be getting it in with somebody else, but you pay your subscription and they get naked for you. That's a transaction. That's a money transaction for a sexual favor. It's not a physical sexual favor. It's a virtual sexual favor. because you paid for it. So it's still a form of prostitution. And they all do it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You look on Instagram, 98% of these so-called IG models, what do their pics look like? Half naked with their ass stuck out. You look in their bio, they have their cash out. They'll offer to send you more pictures, more explicit pictures if you pay them. Virtual prostitution. So I say that to say all this, fellas. The modern woman is finished. There is absolutely no need whatsoever to take them seriously because they are indeed all prostitutes. Physical, virtual, directly or indirectly, it all ends at the same place. The modern day woman is for sale, and they are all prostitutes. Just look at the thumbnail. This woman blatantly admits it. She spills the beans basically on everybody. Oh, these women are lying. When I like y'all never sold the taco before, because every woman has done it. Thank God for social media and the internet, because now these women are talking themselves out of the dating market because they're revealing what a lot of us already knew for years anyway. And the more they talk and the more they open their mouth, the more the truth comes out. The modern day woman is for sale. The modern day woman is indeed a prostitute. It is what it is. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just broadcasting the truth about society and the modern day woman. So that's all I got to say on this. If you like the content, like, share, and subscribe. Support the content by hitting the Cash App. Make a donation at Cobra Clutch 357. All that being said,